So hello, and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. Real quick, I just want to show you my website. This is latricelimited.com. I have an array of different items that you can clearly see. Go up here, I have my story, our story. Here are the candle care guides, and there's just an array of different items for you to choose from. Here is the gentleman's collection, for example. Nice little packages, that you could get either for yourself, your man in your life, your best friend, whatever the case may be. Definitely support me and support the channel. Now let's get into the video. So today we're actually going to be talking about pretty much parenting at its worst. Okay, so I actually have a video that I want to show you guys, and then pretty much what the video does not cover, they have like a little article, and I am going to read that to you, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on this entire story as we go. So I'm just going to play this video real quick, and then I'm just going to read down here afterwards, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it.
These conditions inside a Poplar Bluff home lead to the arrests of a couple on felony child endangerment charges. Police Chief Danny Whiteley tells us 5 children, ranging in age from 1 to 9 years old, lived in these conditions at a home in the 800 block of Butler Street. Whiteley describes the conditions as some of the worst he's ever seen. Child welfare officials helped remove the kids on Wednesday. Here's a look at the suspects, Aaron and Teresa Medley. They are each charged with 5 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, again felony counts. The Medleys are each being held in the Butler County Jail on a $10,000 cash bond.
Wow. So as you guys seen with the pictures and the videos that they showed in there, it just looked absolutely disgusting. The beds it looks like someone just like put them outside on the road and then started dragging them. It was so dirty. There was food all over the place, and it was because they found bags of feces, and nothing about that place looked homey. Nothing about that place looked like a place you want to sit. I am going to replay the video, but I'm going to pause it just so you guys can see what it looked like again, and then I'll get into reading the story. So I'm just going to play it again.
These conditions inside a Poplar Bluff.
And I just want to pause it right here. So as you see on this bunk bed, there's no bed up here. You got this one where there's a lot of dirt. The carpet looks absolutely terrible. Oh my goodness, everything just looks so dirty. The walls are dirty. I don't even know what this is. The sink, and it just looks so bad. And something about this, I just don't get why people even do this. How are you okay with living like this? How are you okay with having your kids live like this? How are you okay with, this? Look, in the toilet, on the inside looks black. I mean, just look at everything here. Going to
of home lead to the arrest
go to
of
the
a
other
couple
one.
on felony child endangerment.
And then look at this. You got bags of God knows what's in there. If you look here under their little headline right here, the floor is like this grayish black with plastic bags and whatever else is down here. Doors are filthy.
Charges. Police Chief Danny Whiteley tells us 5 children ranging in age from 1 to 9 years old.
And then looking here, this is the kitchen. The sink is completely filled. Everything just looks really bad. There's garbage bags everywhere. There's possibly, there has to be rodents in here. There has to be roaches and rats, okay? Because the way that this looks, this isn't something that just builds up in a month. This is something that's been building up constantly. And the fact that you just don't care is the problem. But I'm going to go and start reading a little bit at the bottom, and then I'll keep, giving my opinion and whatnot, as I usually do. So it says here, Poplar Bluff, and it says Missouri couple was arrested after police discovered unsafe, unsanitary living conditions inside their home with their 5 children. Okay? It said responding officers reported they noticed numerous trash bags that were full on the side and in front of the home. Trash was also scattered everywhere in the front yard and driveway. Yeah, so it didn't even stop. Like, here's the bathroom that's filthy, the kitchen that's filthy, the bedrooms that are filthy, living room I'm sure is filthy. Now you're putting it all on the yard. So you guys just don't care. and you have these kids and you just don't care at all, you know. I don't get it. It says officers said they smelled an odor of bad personal hygiene and an extremely foul odor coming from the residents. They said that Aaron and Teresa Medley lived at the home with their 5 children from ages 1 through 9, and the couple granted officers to enter their home. It said the officers said that they were immediately hit with what was described as a pungent odor that made their stomachs churn. Each room was covered with loose trash and large bags of trash, animal and human feces, urine, and dirt. Oh my goodness. And these all look like, I'm not sure if you guys can see that well, but this kind of looks like a diaper and clothing mixture. I'm not sure necessarily what that is. Look at the blinds over here. And they said kids from ages 1 through 9, and they're living like this. This is crazy, you guys. It said a dark, hard substance coated the floor with piles of dirty clothing, trash, and used toilet paper. And diapers covered the bed, the bathroom flooring. Yeah, so it's, and toilet paper is obviously mixed in here as well. It said they responded to the scene and said that he had been inside hundreds of residences with the same foul odor. These houses contained unsanitary, unhealthy, unsafe living conditions. And this just goes back into what it is that we saw. It says the couple was arrested for endangering the welfare of a child and booked into the Butler County Justice Center. This is just so disgusting to me. It really is. And it's so unnecessary. You can't just care for your kids, you know, and this is why I say some people just don't need to have kids. It's as simple as that. Because if you're not going to show them love, show them care, by the looks of your crib, the fact that you look like that, I know that you're not showing these kids love. I know you're not showing them care. I mean, you can't even make it so that they're not even living in a funky house. You know what I mean? You got food on the floor, you got used diapers, pee, you have urine, you have, feces, fecal matter everywhere, animal as well. So this is just so gross and so disgusting. What I did not like about what they said was they could be let out on bond. Why are we letting these kind of people out on bond? You have someone that could kill someone. Hey, as long as you got the money for it, you could go back home. You know, you have someone that could rape someone. If you got the money for it, you could go back home. You were endangering 5 children, ages 1 through 9, and you're like, yeah, you can go back home. What? As long as you can post bail. You know, and stuff like this, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. So I'm not sure necessarily how this works. You have child endangerment charges brought against you. So could we make it so that you can't be around children like really at all? Could that be something that they do? Is that something that they do? Let me know if you guys know, because I'm not sure about like necessarily how they do that. But this is just so gross. It's so annoying. I mean, just, it's so unnecessary. You know, if you don't want kids, don't have kids. You had 5 kids, yo. If you didn't want kids, just simply don't have children. You know, but to put children through this and have them live like this, and they think they're growing up like, oh, I don't like the way this looks. Maybe this is normal. And then they finally grow up and realize this is not normal. This is problematic. This is also how you have people who grow up with trauma. This is also how you have children who, you know, they then can't socialize with other people. You know, they have anger issues, or, you know, as I said, they're traumatized, and maybe however that affects a child is different in, you know, any given child, but still, this is what can help, you know, this is what can cause this kind of stuff. And yeah, it says right here, officers discovered a 4-foot wide pile of dirty diapers just 3 feet away from where a 1-year-old slept in the crib, which is so freaking gross. And it's so unnecessary. You said there's trash on the outside of your house and whatnot. Well, why didn't you just take the trash out? You really don't care that much that you can't even just take the trash out? And this is why I said some people just should not have children. But I digress. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions. I would love to hear yours down in the comments down below. Definitely like and subscribe. And until then.